All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Every Other Saturday show. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How's it going, everybody? So, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by and watching the show, the Every Other Saturday show. As usual, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. If you are on YouTube, even better. I would, like you more if you go to YouTube than Facebook. But I got to do the Facebook stuff too. Um, Now, welcome today what are we talking about? Today we are talking about, dude, it's a skill, not a subject in school, man. It's not a subject at school. Like, stop approaching this stop approaching this as if it were a subject at school, or it's not. It's You are trying to acquire a skill and not something that you're trying to memorize or get ready for a test. It's not the case, man. That is absolutely not the case. So stop doing that. If you are trying to memorize something and trying to learn to memorize all the words you can, you are doing a poor job. You are not doing what you are supposed to be doing. Okay? So that is the first thing I need to tell you. Now, the second thing I need to tell you is, if you're watching, remember to leave a chat message. Let me know that you're there. Let me know that you're watching. I would really appreciate. Although I think, you know, the audience right now is asleep still, it seems. But it is what it is. It is what it is, Clive. So, depending on how long and how things go today, that's, well, actually, I it depends on the classes I have to teach later. The private live streams I have to do later. Right. So I see some people coming in. Remember, leave me a comment. I would really appreciate. Let me just open the other screen, because if I don't, I won't be able to monitor the messages over there. I'm just able to monitor the messages on on YouTube for some reason. This thing that I'm using to stream is not working well on Facebook. Whenever somebody is on Facebook, I can't see your message. So remember to drop a message if you're watching, please. That will be really appreciated. So it's a subject. Sorry, it's a skill, not a subject like in your school curriculum. It's not a subject at school. All right, that's the first thing that you need to realize. Okay, the first thing you need to realize is that it is not a subject. Loading here, huh? Interesting. So, well, I'm reading a message from my dear Carolina, and it says that it's loading. What's interesting? Let me see. Maybe the link is it's broken or something. Huh. Okay. There we go. There we go. It's working fine. I just clicked on it and it's working fine. Let me just message her and see what's going on. Let me see. Well, WhatsApp, and we open it here so you guys can see. Oh boy, that's gonna be a disaster. There we go. Good boy, good girl, computer, huh? You open the window on the screen that is not being shown. I love that. Okay, so so hi, Alejandro is here. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you even more for dropping a message. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. The link. Let me just 1 second here and say Still, I tried the link and it works just fine. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me start my let me start this thing that I'm trying to explain to you guys with this. Okay, parts of speech. Yeah. So again, thank you, Alejandro, for inviting. Thank you for dropping a message. All right. So parts of speech. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So it says here in traditional grammar, a part of speech or a part of part of speech is a category of words, right? That have similar grammatical properties. Words that are assigned to the same part of speech generally display similar syntactic behavior. So, all that I read, it's pretty meaningless if you say that to the average Joe, to the person who wants to learn English. If I read that to you, you're going to be, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, memorizing concepts and memorizing what parts of speech mean, it's completely useless. That's not conducive. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you for stopping by. And you are on YouTube. I love you even more. I mean, if you know, if Facebook is better for you, it's fine. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you both for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys. So, as I was saying, parts of speech, and this applies. You see, Alejandro is a Spanish speaker. So he's a good friend of mine. Alejandro is a good friend of mine. You know, I know him like his childhood friend, right? And Carolina is a student of mine that has become my friend. So, you know, she's great, great person. Now, you guys, Carolina speaks Portuguese, Alejandro speaks Spanish. Although Alejandro, you know, he speaks a little bit of English, but he's just a little bit shy to speak it, right? But that's, you know, I have spoken to him and told him how he can how he can overcome that, but I don't know. He refuses to send me messages or to talk to me in English. I don't know. That's his thing, you know. But I'm joking, Alejandro. By the way, right? So again, remember when you were at school and they were talking to you about what a noun is and having no idea what that means? You know, the word in Spanish would be sustantivo, right? Whenever a teacher tried to explain sustantivo to you, or noun actually, you would be okay. There we go. You would be thank you, Carolina. Thank you for those pictures. Uh, uh, you would be absolutely like, huh? What did the teacher say? And they would explain with all these fancy words, and you know, it's all these lingo that it sounds like, you know, Charlie Brown and the teacher. It's nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. Kids or adults for that matter do not do anything with that. Let me see here. Charlie Brown teacher talking, right? Whenever whenever uh a teacher would explain to you what a noun is, literally, literally, that would be you in class, right? That would be literally you in class. Like whenever they talk to you about nouns, verbs, and the verbs, believe it or not, you can ask. I guarantee you can ask any kid, anybody, any language. Ask them what a verb is, and they immediately know. They immediately know. Why is that? Because verbs are actions. Verbs are actions. So the concept of actions, you tell a person a verb, they immediately get it. Immediately get it. But when you tell them about nouns, They start telling, oh, because this is the nominal, this is the blah blah noun, and this is a blah yada yada blah 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 noun. And you ask any Spanish speaker, any other type of speaker, any other language speaker, you ask them what a noun is, and they can't. They struggle to explain that to you because it's not an action. It's not something that you're doing, right? And what the only thing the teacher needed to do is nouns are names. That's it. That's it. Oh, nouns and blah blah blah, and like you probably remember this, guys, in at school, right? The name sustantivo, you still don't know what that means clearly, and it's just a noun, man. Can you believe it? Whenever whenever a teacher starts talking and talking and talking, and people have no idea what is that. If you just tell them that it's a name, that's it. What's a noun? A table, or a person, or more abstract things like intelligence or responsibility. Those are names for qualities, right? Time, that's the name that we gave to quantify, the the periods in which the earth goes around the sun and goes around in its own axis, right? So if we just learn it that way, we would be, oh, okay, I know what a noun is. But that's why 75% of people do not know, Spanish speakers particularly, because this I know for a fact, like I have spoken to them. You tell them what a sustantivo is, they are like, huh? What's that? So here is my point. My point is, when you're learning English, you are not studying for a test, man. You are acquiring a skill. You are acquiring a skill. And what do you do when you want to acquire a skill? You do. Say that you want to learn how to play basketball, you play basketball. You don't listen to a class. What are you going to do with a class? No. Right? If you want to learn how to play baseball, which I am horrible at, Alejandro is here. Alejandro can testify of how bad I am at baseball. I'm terrible. Holy crap! I'm bad, like bad. So I know the rules. I know the rules of baseball, but I have no idea how to play it. I am terrible at baseball. So a lot of people are stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. If you're watching, drop a message. I would really appreciate if you drop a message. Okay? If you drop a message and let me know you are around, I would really appreciate you. And I would appreciate you more if you subscribe and you like the video. Okay? All right. So as I was saying, the noun conundrum, the noun thing that a lot of people have so many issues to understand, it's because we like to complicate things. We like to make it a concept, or we like to memorize things. It's just a name. That's it. A name. Oh my God. It's just, that's it. Okay? And then when you're learning English, you get tormented by this guy right here. Pronoun. What is a pronoun? Well, it's just a substitute of a name. Instead of saying Alejandro, I say he. Instead of saying Carolina, I say she. That's it. A substitute of a name. That's it. Because I don't want to say Carolina all the time. I say Carolina's my student. She is from Brazil. Carolina's a student. Carolina's from Brazil. Come on, man. Like, what the hell? We don't want to be redundant. We don't want to be repetitive. Okay. So all of these are kind of useless. It's only for us teachers. We need to know this really well, so we know how to guide our students. But most of these are pointless to memorize. Adjectives, nouns, pronouns, and determiners, and just what? You know what I mean? It's just stupid, right? We have to approach the way people learn verbs like that because they are actions. They are very easy to relate to. Oh, Clara's here too. Thank you, Clara, for stopping by. So, Clara, if you're watching and you don't quite get what I'm saying, I think my stream has subtitles. If it doesn't, let me know so I can do the dual thing. I can speak briefly in Spanish to clarify things, right? So as I was saying, we know every kid, everybody that's in, I don't know, third grade knows what a verb is, but nouns they don't, because teachers insist in teaching it as a concept, as a very complicated and formal concept. God damn, it's pretty dumb, right? You see, thing or person, so simple. Thing or person, that's it. You don't need to learn anything else, right? Then adjective. Oh, describes a thing or a person. Oh, well, it's tall, it's short, it's big, it's small, it's white, it's black, it's red, it's yellow. That's it. Expensive, cheap, pizza, delicious. Oh, delicious pizza, right? American pizza. Sorry, guys. I love your language, but your pizza, Italian all the way, man. Italian pizza, like real Italian pizza all the way. American pizza, guys. Just the same as Tex-Mex, guys. Tex-Mex food. It's not it, man. It's not it. Mexican food is it. Okay? Tex-Mex. Don't get mad at me. Well, Americans don't watch me. Americans know English. They don't care about what I have to say. You know what I mean? They don't care what I have to say. Right. So let me just monitor here on Facebook and see if people are saying something on Facebook. Nope. Nobody's saying anything on Facebook because nobody is watching on Facebook. Good. Well, not good. I prefer, but anyways, you know what I mean. Right. So verbs, adjectives, nouns, verbs. Oh my gosh. Actions, things that you do, thing or person or people, right? Things that or words that you use to describe a thing or a person, right? Delicious, disgusting, expensive, cheap, nice, right? You see what I mean? And then add the verb. People have so many issues understanding adverbs, man. People are like, huh? What's that? Huh? It's just a word that tells me how the action is being done, how we are executing the action. You see, describes a verb, adjective, or adverb. Huh? Interesting. But trust me, the root function of the adverb is how you're doing something, right? You sleep frequently. You drink. You always drink water, right? I cannot say that, you know, if anybody drinks any other type of thing, well, that's your thing. I cannot, this is a family show. I cannot talk about that. you know, I I have to talk about water, lemonade, things like that. Okay. So, you see here, quickly, well, badly, very, really, right? You see what I mean? So, instead of learning this, what's an adverb? What's a determiner? What's an adjective? What's a no, 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 no. Learn what does this word do in my skill, like in my way of communicating with the world and communicating with people. Okay? So, guys, do you have any questions so far? Any questions so far before we proceed? So, we have Mr. Alejandro Hernandez showing some support. Carolina, very, very faithful follower. Alejandro again laughing because I was making jokes and telling what he needs to do to speak English. And then here Clara also, I send you a hug as well. Clara, all the way there to the United States of America. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Oh, some people are moving to Facebook. There are some people watching on Facebook. Hi, Facebook watchers. Drop a message if you're watching so I can say hi to you. I'm going to monitor it right now. Okay. So, yeah, man. Let's see here. I don't want this chat overlay, huh? Because it's not working. What? No comments. What do you mean, no comments? That's weird. It is what it is. So, yeah, man. There we go. So, any questions so far, guys? Any questions so far? If you have any questions, drop a message and I will gladly reply. Ooh, more people coming, more people coming. I love this. I love this. Let's see here. English is a skill. Wow. Oh my God. People I haven't talked to in a while are stopping by, are dropping their likes. You know, there's I don't know if Alejandro is still watching, but a good friend of ours, we jokingly call him Wawaro. He's watching, or he dropped a like. So hey, Wawaro, how's it going, man? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing great. All right. Again, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. I really appreciate you watching and dropping a like, subscribe to my channel, and all these things. Right. So going back to subject, what we were talking about, dude, stop trying to memorize it. Stop thinking this is a test that you're gonna pass tomorrow, and you are at college. You're remembering your college days or something like that. No, you want to learn how to do things in real life. Okay. It's the same thing that happens when, let's say, for example, you studied computer science. Let's say that's your major, and you graduate. And when you go out to the professional world, you don't know how to do anything. Because they just gave you a general overview of things. They gave you some tools that hopefully they will translate into the real world, but you really learn is when you are working, when you are out in the field working in programming and designing things. Same thing here. You can learn rules all day and verb and whatever. That won't be conducive to you speaking English. Okay? All right. Let me get so I hope this, like the parts of speech, if you would like to learn about this englishclub.com grammar, like shout out to Grammar Club. So here you go. Yeah, Grammar Club, parts of speech, right? But again, this is the key. This is the money here, the function, the job. What does it do? How can I use this word when I'm talking to my friend? How does it do, or what does this word do when I'm talking to my coach? So stop studying, start doing. Stop studying, start doing. That's the phrase. Okay? Stop studying, start doing. Speaking, voice notes, people in person. Hey, how's it going? Oh, but they're gonna think I am a Yeye. Yeye in Panama, Cifrino in Venezuela. Oh, they're gonna think I'm a Yeye. They're gonna think I'm a Cifrino. So what? Who cares? It's the only one you're gonna learn. It's the only one you're gonna learn speaking. Do you care what Andrea has to say about you being Yeye? I don't. I don't care. You know? Oh, Clive is very Clive forgot his roots. Clive is not Venezuelan anymore because he speaks English all day, and I don't give a you have to say what you have to say about me speaking English all day. I don't give a you know? I do what I am good at, and that is helping people speak English. And I am good at speaking English, so why not do it? Oh, but you're Venezuelan, and I have gotten this things on Facebook, by the way. And guess what my answer was? Blocked. Blocked. Bye. I don't need any haters. I just blocked you, man. I don't give a. I don't. You know, here we are working and helping people how to speak English. That's it. Let's see here. We have some questions here. Hey, bro, congratulations.
¿Qué pasó, Guaguaro?
How's it going, my friend? Oh, man. So, just in case you don't understand what I just said, this is my, childhood, younger years lingo. Lingo. Let me just show you. And then I have Carolina asking me a question. We will address that question just in a second. You so lingo. Mireya. Oh my God, man. All this, like, I have such nice students, Carolina, Clara, Mireya. Man, I have such nice students, such cool, great people. Thank you, Mireya, for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Really, really appreciate you. And don't worry about Friday. Don't worry about Friday because Panama was a mess. Panama was absolute chaos. And I understand you couldn't get home, so I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday on that private class, okay? Um, so don't worry about that, okay? Do not worry about that. Let's see here. So, yeah, I was explaining what my friend, you see, no,
Guaguaro, es que no puedo hablar así, chamo. Tengo que dar clase.
so as you can. So as you just heard, I said
¿Qué pasó, Guaguaro?
I said that's my the lingo, the joking lingo. Lingo. I'm sorry, I forgot to explain the word lingo. Hold on a second, guys. Lingo. Here's a new word for you. And don't worry, Carolina, I'm gonna get to your question, okay? So you see here, foreign language. Lingo, it actually what I just said is lingo in that meaning, and then here. The special, okay, language characteristic of an individual, special vocabulary of a particular field or interest. So pretty much all of these three contexts, all of these three meanings, that's what literally lingo means in this context, okay? So I'm sorry, Alvaro. Alvaro is his name. Waguaro is his nickname. I have my own nickname with my crew as well, right? And so we used to greet Alvaro,
¿Qué pasó, Guaguaro?
which means "What's up, Alvaro?" But we would change his name instead of Alvaro. We would put a W in front of Al, and so Wa, right? And then I told him,
Chamo, no puedo hablar así. ¿Qué te pasa, pues?
so meaning, bro, I cannot speak like this at the time because I'm working. I'm speaking. I'm speaking English and teaching English and trying to communicate an idea. Okay, so there we go. Lingo. Remember that word, okay? Lingo. So lingo can be, for example, computer lingo, basketball lingo, baseball lingo, words that are particular of a certain field, or here it says language, foreign language, because I'm speaking English and all of a sudden I said something to Alvaro in Spanish, in broken Spanish, or very localized Spanish, the Spanish I would talk with my brothers, with my buddies, right? So explique. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, man. Alvaro, I never thought I would explain this in English. Never in my life thought I would explain this in English. So there you go. I explained what wawaro means. What do you think? What do you feel about that? Let me see here. Okay. So Carolina says, let me just stop my word here. So Carolina says, I would like to know about the use of the word further. Okay. I would like to know about the use of the word further. Okay, that's a very good question, Carolina. Okay. So, further, Carolina, I want you to know that further is a synonym of the less common farther. Okay. Right, let's take a look here. Adjective. There we go. Boom. Further. Okay. Further. Further, farther. Pretty much the same thing. There we go. Further. Beyond. Yon and yonder. But, these are way less common. Okay. Okay, Carolina. So don't pay too much. Well, actually, I want to leave this on so you know the context why I'm talking about this, right? So beyond, further, further, farther. Sorry. So the first thing I have to say about further, Carolina, is that it's about uh, an additional distance. Okay, let's say, for example, Carolina, let me give you an example of this context. Oh man, I am so tired. I cannot walk any farther, Clive. Leave me here. I cannot walk any further. I am so tired. Leave me. Save yourself. Okay? You understand? Do you understand what I said, Carolina? So further means an additional distance. Let's say I'm walking here and I don't want to walk any further. Why? Because I'm tired. Walk further to continue pushing a little bit. This is not correct English, but more far, if you will. Get it? Did I make any sense? The right word is farther, further, but more far. What's the meaning of far? That is in a considerable at a considerable distance, right? So for example, I'm in Panama and unfortunately
Guaguaro.
is my buddy Guaguaro is very far. I think he's in Colombia at the time. I think. I'm not sure. He may clarify that. Or Clara is super far, right? Clara is all the way to the United States. Yeah. So it's plus the plus symbol, Carolina, and far. A, a little bit more, a little bit farther, further. Yes, Carolina, so far? So far, so good? Are you good with this explanation? Let me see here. Let me see here. Is Carolina watching? Well, anyways, I'm gonna continue explaining. Yeah, I'm assuming she understands what I'm saying. So so um so the way you're hearing this, because bear in mind, guys, Carolina works in an international organization, so she talks to people from India, from all over, and the standard language obviously is English. Everybody will communicate in English because some people talk Hindi, some people speak Hindi, sorry, some people speak Portuguese, Spanish, so she's coordinating with all these people. But what's the language? What's the de facto language? English. Hello. So that's what's taught everywhere in the world, right? It's pretty easy to understand, right? So yeah, man. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by, man. Like I really appreciate you guys staying here, being here. Right. So let's say, for example, Carolina, somebody tells you before we go any further, you're at a meeting, Carolina, and somebody tells you before we go further, before we continue to advance, to walk in a metaphorical sense, because you're having a conversation, before we continue, before we take this farther, further, Okay? Do you understand? Or let's say, for example, you're replying an email, Carolina, and this person, you answered some questions to Carolina. Yeah? And so if you have any further questions, meaning more questions, questions that are ahead, questions that would cover more distance, again, metaphorically speaking, if you have any further questions, meaning this in this context, you could understand further as additional, right? Okay, I answered these questions. If you have any further questions, please let me know. Let me just put it on the board. Okay. Very common expressions in. Okay, perfect. So, Carolina, got it, guys. So, you know me. You know me. I love memes. I love memes. So, for this, uh, for this for this question, let me show you this very old meme, but so very serious situation, guys. Pay attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Sorry for the boom. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the question. We got the answer. Good. All right. So the example phrases, Carolina, for that. Okay. So far, so good. Ah, such a good learner, huh? One of my favorites, huh? One of my favorite idioms to say when I'm teaching. So far, so good, guys? Yeah? Good. All right. So, Carolina, before we go any further, right? Yeah, it seems so, huh? I don't think it's YouTube, Carolina. I think is the Restream app. I'm monitoring this on the Restream app. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's happening. Sorry about that. So you see, before we go any further, this is a typical phrase they're gonna say at like when you're in a meeting. Before we go any further, does anybody have any questions? You see what I mean? Before we move forward, before we go any further. Okay? Then, if you have any further questions, please let. Oh, you see how when I taught you these words, or when I'm teaching you these words, I'm not explaining the concept. What I am doing is try to make you see, right? That's why I'm doing all this nonsense like, oh, please leave me. I don't want to walk any further. I am good. I don't want to walk any further, right? Because I want you to see what would the word mean in real life. Okay? Not, it's not about the concept or memorizing, because you again, as I'm telling you, you're not studying for a test. You're not studying for a test. You're learning a freaking skill. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? So, but YouTube shows, okay. So again, back to topic. Now that I diverted a little bit and we talked about a few vocabulary words, stop learning English. Well, let me rephrase that. Stop studying English. Start learning a skill. It's an action. Okay? It's not, okay, I have to study this and I have to, not doing anything. Or you're doing a little bit, but not enough. Okay. Oh yeah, if I only listen to movies in English, I will. It helps, but it's not it. You have to actually say. You have to actually do. Again, it's a skill, guys. It's a skill. It's not a subject at school. Not a subject at school. Okay. I mean, of course, it's a subject at school, but in life, you don't want it to be that way. You want this to be a skill. Okay, guys? So let me see here. Let me monitor here what the people are saying. So it seems this chat overlay is not working the way it's supposed to, huh? So let me just stop this. Right. Final idea for this stream. Okay? This right here. I am sure, absolutely positive, guys. I am absolutely positive. Shout out to F. Shout out to EF. But I am absolutely English first. No, I'm not selling a course for EF. I'm just this is a very good website. This particular article is good. Okay. So you see here, conditional tenses are used to speculate, blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. Remember what I just showed you? Wah, 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 wah. Right? Conditionals, first conditional, second conditional, first, zero, conditional. Remember this at school? Remember this? First, zero, whatever conditional. And you probably got like, oh, God, oh man, I'm going to have a test of conditionals, right? But not here, right? And again, I want you to remember that this is the important thing. The use. How can it be used in real life? That's all I care about. How can I use it in real life? That's it. That's all you have to worry about. Okay? So let's say here. 1 second, guys. So all I have to do here, yeah, all I have to do here is try to understand the context. All right? So here it says general truths. General truths. What are general truths? Things that are facts, things that describe things that you can't change. Like, for example, grass, right? Grass. Let's take a picture of grass. Picture of grass. Right? Grass, right? So grass cannot move, right? Grass is there static. So if it rains, grass gets wet. Let me repeat that. Well, actually, it's here. I think the example's here. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. If it rains, the grass gets wet. That's a general truth, guys. That's not. It is not a probable thing. It is a thing that happens for a fact. Okay? So the traditional teacher would tell you, well, you have to use if, like something like this. They would put something like this. They would do something like this. If plus simple present, and then comma, simple present. God, what does this mean to you? Does this mean anything to you? Let me repeat that. Does this mean anything to you? No, it doesn't. This is just description. This is just something for us teachers, not you, the student who wants to acquire the skill. Okay? So you want to focus, again, you want to focus on the function. If it rains, so I say if for the condition, right? If it rains, the grass gets wet. Can't escape it, right? If you heat ice, meaning fire on the ice melts, right? So this is the zero conditional, general truths. Let's move forward. The first condition, again, don't forget about the names. Just focus on the function, okay? Now we are in probable territory. Probable. For example, typical example. If you study, you will pass the test. If you study, you will pass the test. Will, meaning very probable, not necessarily true. Not like, the grass gets wet when it rains. It's like, hello, the grass cannot move. The grass cannot just, okay, I'm not going to get wet. I'm going to stand up and, no, right? So, if you study, you will pass a test. Why will? Well, because do you remember at school, do you remember at university or high school, you studied for this test so hard and you worked hard and you studied a lot? Yeah. And all of a sudden, when you finish the test, it's like, what did you get, Clive? I got an F. Oh, God. Didn't you study? I don't know what happened. Remember that experience, studying and not doing good in the test? Well, that's why it's a high probability, but not necessarily true. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you studied the wrong thing. Maybe you studied too much about, one particular thing and that particular thing didn't come out in the test. If you study, you will pass a test. Probably, not necessarily true. So the first one, inescapable. If it rains, the grass gets wet. If you study, you will pass a test. Like I said, very probable, but not always true. Okay? So far, so good, guys? Questions so far? Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see any questions yet. Oh, anyways, and finally, this one right here. So type 2 again. Focus. Don't focus on this. Don't focus on 0, 1. No. One conditional is for general truths. If it rains, the grass gets wet. The other one we studied was, if you study, you will pass the test. Very probable, but not always true. And then here we are thinking in our imagination. It's not real. Okay? So, if I had a dog in this little apartment, I would have to clean a lot. So you see, I would, because it's not real. There's no dog here. Get it? I would have to clean the house a lot. I would have to, vacuum even more. Okay? So, real situations, very probable situations, imaginary situations, right? And if you see here, look, man, if you went to bed earlier, you would not be so tired. No, but I was watching this movie. Well, can't you watch the movie the next day? No, but, well, be tired. So be tired. I'm not going to tell you anything. You know what I mean? So this is what I want you to remember, guys. And with this, I finish the lesson today. Parts of speech, right? Verb, noun, adjective, blah, blah. Words for actions, things, or people, right? Words that describe the thing or the person. Words that tell me how something is done. Frequently, easily, slowly. I walk slowly. Well, that's not true. I walk fast, actually. Right? So forget your teacher in high school that tried to explain what a sustantivo to you is. A noun, guys. I spoke Spanish a little bit for you guys to see. Ask any kid what a sustantivo is, and they're going to be like, huh? Because the teacher insists in explaining something in a more, in a way that is more difficult than it really should be. Okay? It's all about applicability, using it in real life. Don't focus on the names. Don't focus on the you know, nonsense. Nonsense. You need to know how to do. Okay? Even, again, I know I give a lot of examples of basketball. I know, I'm sorry. But it's my experience, man. It's my experience. Way younger than me, guy. Way younger than me. We're playing something and he says, Clive, you're going too much. You're going to the right and you're not. You need a move that can let you go to the left quickly. So dribble the ball and spin to the next side, like to the left. He did it. I watched him doing it, and then I did it. I cannot just watch it. That's useless. I have to do it. And that's the video you guys saw on Instagram that I was like joking with it, right? I said, yay or nay, right? And so you need to do to learn, man. If you focus on theory, you focus on theory all day, only theory. Yeah. And names and theory, like you obsess over theory and subject verb and blah, blah, you're not going to acquire a skill. You're not studying for a test, guys. It's a skill for life. Imagine you learned how to drive from a book. Are you kidding me? No way. You need experience to drive. The more you do it, the more subconscious it becomes. Yeah? Same thing with English. All right? So that is it. That is it for me today, guys. Do you have any questions before we finish today's live stream? Any questions, guys? Drop. Oh, wait. You didn't hear that applause, huh? So if you have any questions, please let me know. What are your questions, guys? Let me go here. There we go. Oh, the examples for the questions, blah, blah. Oh. Clara, do you have any further questions? It's not a subject. Oh, God, here we go. Microsoft, don't embarrass me. Come on, man. What are you doing? You see? Facebook. Nobody is saying anything on Facebook. Victor liked the stream. Anyways, so I see that there's no questions, guys. Let me just monitor for the last time on YouTube to see maybe there's a question. Because, Carolina said that there's a little bit of a delay. So I might just check before I go, right? So it's a skill, guys. It's not a subject at school. It's a skill. Okay. Don't forget that. Right? See? So no questions. Anything else that you would like to add before we finish? Wait, hold on. Right. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Nothing else here. All right. So that is it for me today, guys. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following me on Instagram. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please take care and enjoy yourselves. Goodbye. Bye, guys.